Guys, guess what? La Mesa is coming to fix our van today. Their mobile service is coming today to fix the van. All those issues, the alternator, the water tank, the headliner. I think there was a plug on the counter. That's all I can think of right now, but I think there's one or two more items. They're coming to finally fix everything. Fingers crossed, they actually come and they actually fix everything. And everything gets right in the world again with our van. That is one of the issues. It doesn't go all the way down. Another issue is back here. Let's see. Oh, I don't know if I'm strong enough to open this, but we got... Oh, that's not good. Let's see. That's what we have to fix. Supposedly they're replacing the whole water tank. Anyways, okay, the headliner, this piece right here, that part, you can see that the lighting's terrible. That part's coming off. Then the skylight, you can see we have to keep these on, otherwise it'll fly up. Something right here is broke. Bob could be more technical, but they're gonna replace the skylight. And the last thing is the alternator, which I'm not gonna open up the engine to show you that. I'm sure you know what that looks like, but yeah, fingers crossed. We get these items fixed today. Such good news. What is this, Joe?
So this is the new alternator from Balmar. It's gonna replace that one that's been smoking on you.
Yep. Sweet. So Joe said that that's what the smoke was in that one video. More than likely, it would have been the alternator.
When I change it, I'll be able to tell you.
And then, so far, what do we have done?
So we got your vent lid done.
Looks good. Oh, that's how it's supposed to work. That's cool. And we'll get it painted later, so we're not going to worry about that.
And then we got your pop-up outlet.
Oh, show me. Oh, that is cool. That is definitely a little upgraded.
Right? You got the wireless charger on the top.
No, we don't. That's what that is?
That's what that is.
It's a wireless charger?
But you have to be plugged in on shore power or have your master volt system on.
Okay. Oh my gosh. So, that's an upgrade. We did not have a wireless charger. Sweet. Thanks, Lord. Awesome. So we got that. Now onto the alternator, or?
I'm going to do the headliner.
Perfect. Oh, and then here's the new headliner that's going to be going up there, right?
Then I'll probably do your water tank.
Okay.
Then I'll probably do the alternator because I'll get dirtiest doing that.
Yep. Sweet. Joe, you're doing awesome.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Sweet. All right.
So Bob JB welded that.
Did he? What does that mean?
It's like a epoxy weld.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I had a hard time getting that connector out. Got it though.
Oh no! Bob?
He did good though.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
He did good.
So what he's talking about is when we went on our trip, Bob made the water tank work. And you said it was a JB weld?
That's what it looked like to me, yeah.
Okay.
With silicone on top.
And so he said he had kind of a hard time getting it off. But, okay, he's going to show us what he just got done with the water tank.
Probably easier to see it from here.
Yeah. So there's the old one. And then, here we go. Oh, looking good. So what do you have to do now?
So, this is the part Bob had JB welded in.
Oh, and so you still needed that?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, Bob.
I got it.
Okay. No
It
big
worked
deal.
out.
Okay.
I got to connect the fill line.
Okay.
The overflow's hooked up.
Because
And the supply is hooked up. And then I have to connect your sensors. And then I have to put the bed back together.
Okay. What was the part what was broke on that one here?
So, these are called spin-in fittings.
Yes.
The seam on the spin fitting failed.
That's what failed. Okay.
So as this pulled tension, it just kind of angled it and allowed water to flow out the side.
Oh, makes sense. That's so funny that Bob pretty much, oh my gosh. Bob. But you said no big deal.
Nope.
Okay. Sweet. All right, I'll leave him alone so he can work. I keep bugging him.
It's okay.
Okay, Joe just came to the door and he said he's all done with everything. He's all done with everything, guys. He is a rock star and he's going to show us what he just did. He did 5 huge things, so he's going to show us what he just did.
All right, so the last thing I did was the alternator.
Awesome.
The alternator was only putting out half the amperage it should. It was only putting out about 50 amps.
Yep.
And now we're showing 80.
Sweet. Is that pretty normal now?
With no load, I expect to see around 90.
Oh, really?
So
okay.
we're right in that area.
Okay, awesome. And did you find out why it was smoking? Did you see anything weird?
I did not. There is some rubbing on the old alternator.
Yep. So maybe?
The brushes and magnet.
Okay. All right, but we're good. She sounds pretty good. Does that sound normal to you? Okay, sounds normal to me too then. And it should not do that.
It shouldn't sound like that.
Okay. And you think maybe that's what the smoke was?
I do.
Okay. So that's the old alternator. Figured it out. Figured out the smoke problem. Oh, and the headliner. I didn't see the headliner. Oh.
Well, it's probably good that you didn't notice it. That means it looks good.
Oh my gosh. Look at that. Headliner is all good to go. She fits. She fits. My goodness. Yeah. Literally, you can't even tell. Although, I think it looks better. It does. So, water tank, check.
Done.
Alternator, check.
Done.
Headliner, check.
The vent.
The vent, check.
Pop-up outlet.
And the pop-up outlet. Awesome.
All right.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Joe.
You're welcome.
You're amazing. Honestly, he makes La Mesa easy to work with. All right, guys, so it's been a few days since Joe was here. I don't think I explained this at the beginning of the video, but Bob was actually at work that day, and that's why it was me doing the entire video with Joe, which you guys saw. Joe was amazing, but we've kind of used the van since then, and Bob and I both wanted to kind of give you an update of all the things that he fixed and what we thought of it.
All right, let's give you guys an update. So, a couple of things starting off here at the top. This thing has worked great. We've had no issues. It hasn't flown open when we're driving down the road. Everything seems to be going really well and great with that. The stock color is white on the exterior, and we can show you a picture of that, but we're gonna go ahead and work with La Mesa to get that painted at a later date. It's just, right now, it wasn't a priority. We just wanted to get everything fixed so that we could use it, and we can worry about the color later. All right, so here, let me show you guys. So the problem is right here, this latch, oh, that was me. This little hook here latches right inside there. And so by replacing it, basically this hook, maybe I can get up here and show you guys, but this hook grabs this little spot here and holds it down. So on our previous one, this little latch didn't actually grab the bracket right there and hold it down. So that's why we were zip tying. So let me shut this. So that's why we were zip tying under here, is to ensure that we got this held down. So here you can see the white right here.
that's what has to be painted. Touch what has to be painted.
So just the exterior piece right here, this white part.
Has to be painted.
That'll get painted. So the next thing was the headliner. This piece right here got changed out and it looks really, really nice. So one thing I did do was I actually put some carpet tape right here.
Did you really?
On the inside, on both sides. Basically what I'm trying to do is just keep that from moving. And so it's done a good job. It's holding up really nice. Everything's staying in place where it's supposed to and looks really good. All right, here we have our new outlet strip.
Yep, works perfectly. How nice is that?
The pop-up charger is really nice, especially when we're on shore power. Because then it works, awesome. We don't have to have a bunch of cords laying around. You can just lay your phone right there on top. So I actually can't really show you guys the water tank because we have our bed set up. But everything is working really well. One thing that we did find was there was an extra fitting on top of the water tank. And so what we had to do was basically pull the whole bed out, tighten that one fitting up because we did have a little bit of leaking. And so, but that was nothing major. That was just like a plastic fitting that was on the top of it that we just had to tighten up.
We did find out the hard way.
Yes. So it was like literally the next day after we had everything fixed, we tested it, we drove around, and then it was like, wait, I see a little water. And so we just had to tighten down that fitting. But
water tank?
At least we got it all taken care of. Water tank has worked great, and we've basically been using it. So the last thing that got fixed was the alternator. We have had no issues with it since it got fixed. It has been working really great, and we've been able to drive around and use everything, and everything stays charged the way it's supposed to. So even with the solar, because we're obviously it's wintertime, so we don't have a lot of sunlight, but between the two, driving around in the solar, everything has been working great with no issues, keeping everything charged and running.
All right, the one thing that we forgot to talk about, well, we didn't really forget, but I wanted to bring up was how hard it was for him to change that water tank because of what Bob had done. So Bob, what are your thoughts on that?
Hey, I had to make it work. So I went to the hardware store, I got some epoxy and some silicone. And so what I did is I basically epoxied around the fitting, and basically JB welded it, and that basically held the plastic in place, and then I put silicone all over the top and spread it all over everything, keep it nice and watertight. And that's what we had to do so that we could go on our trip.
No regrets.
No regrets. We had to do it. I was hoping that he wouldn't have to struggle and that he would come with some extra fittings, but hey, he was able to reuse it and everything worked out great. So
yeah, Joe's a great guy.
So I wanted to say a special thanks to Joe from La Mesa. He has been out here several times working on our van and done a great job working on it, and we definitely appreciate all of his hard work. And it's actually really made, that mobile service just a very pleasant experience. Of course, the challenge is getting him out here, but that's a whole nother story. You guys have seen that.
And not Joe's issue.
And definitely not Joe's issue.
No,
not at all. When he is here, he has done fantastic work.
Yeah, we're really appreciative of Joe.
Thanks again, Joe, for being on camera, sharing your knowledge with everybody. We really appreciate it, and thanks again.
And there is a loud airplane.
Always.
Always. We always have airplane issues. All right, that's all we have for today, guys. Thanks so much for watching, coming along this journey with us. You guys know we got this van back in May. We've had a ton of problems with it, but it seems to be going in the right direction now, so we're really thankful, and we appreciate you guys. If you love this video and you want to see more from us, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. That helps our channel out. Push like on the video. And Bob, do you have any last words?
Stay tuned for our next episode. We have some really cool van upgrades that we're working on, and if you guys can see it maybe right there in the shot, there's a little teaser right there, but we're looking forward to sharing that with you guys. Bye, guys.